Hello student, today we are here for a very important session on NRI and NRI sponsored seats. You see, this is one of the particular category where a lot of students wish to apply, but there is a lot of gray area and a lot of area where they are confused about whether it's talk about student or parents. So they inquire a lot about what are basically NRI sponsored seat, how to apply to NRI sponsored seat, what is the proper process mechanism of getting admission through NRI sponsored seat and all. Now, one thing, make it very clear that NRI sponsored seats are basically an add-on category for you to get into admission to national universities, and it is not in all the national universities. Some national university offer NRI sponsored admission seats, but please be very much aware of this fact that whether you are getting through general seat or through NRI sponsored seat, make it very sure everything will be on the basis of Clat ranks only. There is no way that you do not give Clat or you are having a very low NRI sponsored rank and due to some jugaad and everything you will get an admission to some NRI sponsored seat or something like that. So do not fall into any such trap. Whether you are taking admission to general seats of any category or you are taking admission through NRI seat, the process of application is a bit different, the mechanism is a bit different, fee is different, but everything will be done on the basis of Clat ranks only. Now, moving ahead, what we are going to discuss in this particular video is what NRI sponsored seat are and how are they different from general category ranks, who can be a sponsor, who can sponsor you to get admission into NLUs through this particular category of seats, which are the NLUs and how much seat are they offering in the category of NRI sponsored quota, how and when and what basically is the process to apply to these colleges, and then there are some FAQs which are very prominently asked by student and parents to us. Fine. So we'll start with this session that first of all, while filling the Clat application form, if you are willing to apply into NRI sponsored category, you must have ticked on this particular point that you are willing to apply in NRI sponsored seat also. Fine. Now, all the students who have applied for NRI sponsored seats also, they would have got at least 2 ranks in their scorecard. One is All India category rank. If you belong to some other category also, for example, SC, ST, OBC, then you would have got All India rank and category rank. And if you have applied, sorry, and if you have applied in the NRI category also, then there is one additional rank in your scorecard, that is NRI category rank or NRI sponsored rank. Now, make it very clear that this is an additional category. Now, why I am saying this is an additional category? Because if you are getting you can get admission into colleges through All India rank also, as well as NRI category rank also, and then later you will decide which one you want to carry. I'll explain this point to you in detail also in coming slides. Now, as I said, student could opt for both. For example, let's say my All India general rank will give me NLU Patiala in the first list, and if I apply to NLU Gandhinagar under NRI sponsor category and I got admission over there also. So now I have 2 options with me. One is getting into NLU Patiala through All India general category rank, and the second is getting to NLU Gandhinagar through NRI category rank. I can avail any of them. It totally depends on my wish that which one I want to pursue, whether I want to go to NLU Patiala under general category rank or NLU Gandhinagar. So if I get NRI rank, that does not means that my All India rank has been compromised. Number one, it's an option with me which one I'm in, through which category I am getting a better college. And the second point of consideration over here is the fees, which is a very big difference creator over here, because in general when you go for NRI sponsored categories ranks, the fees would be at least 2.5 to 4 times. So this is the for example, if I am getting into some college at general rank, I might pay 1.5 lakh for 1 semester. But on the other hand, if I am going to NRI category in the same college, my fees would be around 3.5 or 4 lakhs or 3 lakhs. So again, getting admission into NLUs through NRI sponsored category is basically a costliest matter. So if I am able to manage my fees, and fees is not at all a criteria for me, in that case I can exercise this particular option also. Fine. Now, who can sponsor is the one very important question that parents normally ask. Now, there is no specific in general guidelines applicable to all in this concept. Uh, Different NLUs have different category of definition that who can be your sponsor. It can be blood relative, or in some cases cousin of parent are also taken. In some cases even friends or anyone known who is willing to give a declaration that they are going to sponsor you for 5 years. They friend of your father or some known living outside who is a very good acquaintance of yours, so they can also sponsor you. Fine. Which particular point is more applicable among the three, that you have to go to individual NRI sponsoring college. Now, one thing you have to be very clear over here is that whatever category of sponsor is entitled for your sponsoring you under NRI seats, one thing, fees will be paid by that person only for the entire 5 years. It will not happen that first year they will pay the fees and second year onwards your parents start giving the fees. So the account from which the fees will be coming to NLUs will be of the same person who is basically sponsoring you under this category for entire 5 years of your education. And also the currency will also be locked over here. For example, I am getting admission under NRI sponsored category in NLU Jodhpur, let's say, and I am and the person sponsoring me is from Canada. So he will be paying in Canadian dollar to NLU Jodhpur, and it will be locked for entire 5 years. For entire 5 years, my fees will be paid by the same person and in the same currency. Fine. It will not be converted to Indian rupees later on, and these kind of modification will not be entitled or entertained in this particular category. Fine. So this was about basically who can sponsor you. For detail, I'll come to how you come to know that which NLU prefer which category of a sponsor. That we'll discuss later, and how you can check about that. Now, these are the list of the NLUs that are offering NRI seats. You will find Kolkata, Nalsar, Hyderabad, NLS Bangalore does not offer any NRI sponsored category seats. Kolkata is there, Bhopal, Jodhpur, Gandhinagar, RMNLU, Lucknow, Odisha is there, Mumbai is there, Kochi, DSNLU, and then Agartala, which is a new college in consortium list. Fine. So these are few colleges which offers NLU sponsored seats. So if you are wishing to apply to these colleges, you can through your NRI, but this process will be entirely on basis of your Clat rank, because your NRI sponsored rank is with respect to your Clat rank directly. Fine. So all these admissions will be done by colleges on the basis of applicants' ranks only, in the order of merit of your ranks. Fine. Now, this is very important point. This is the basic mechanism and process that you have to follow. First thing, you must have applied to NRI category rank while filling your Clat application form. Now you have a scorecard, you have generic rank, and you have NRI sponsored rank. Fine. Consortium has no role. Now this particular point I'll explain you in detail. Whenever I am willing to apply under this particular category of NRI sponsored seats, consortium is a different body that will allot you college on the basis of preference list that you have put up and your Clat ranks. So your preference list and your Clat rank are the two criterias, and matching them with respect to your preference list, the best college will be available to you, will be allotted to you. But if you are willing to apply in NRI category rank, consortium does not play active role in admission process of under NRI seats. What role consortium play? Consortium play a role of declaring your NRI category merit list. That list will be provided to all the NLUs automatically through consortium. Now, in whichever college you want to apply under the category of NRI sponsored seat, that is a separate and individual form filling that you have to do. You have to, let's say for example, I wish to apply under NRI sponsored seat category in Kolkata, Gandhinagar, Bhopal and Jodhpur. These are the 4 colleges where I wish to try my luck that whether I'll get an NRI sponsored category seat over here or not. So what I have to do is, I will not be watching consortium site for getting into NRI sponsored category seat admission. I'll be exploring individual website of these 4 national universities periodically and regularly, because all the admission notifications, all the admission requirements will be declared on the individual website of national universities and will not be published on consortium website officially. Admission under NRI category is an individual affair and it's in hand of national university itself, but on the basis of ranks only. Fine. So if I wish to apply for NLU Jodhpur in this particular category, I'll keep on visiting NLU Jodhpur site every 7 days. The notification will come on their website that now admission open for NRI sponsored category. All the students who wish to apply, they have to go there, fill their application form and pay an application fees also separately, which is not at all related to a CLAT consortium fees that you already paid. Admission through generic category is different aspect that has been done through consortium rules. There will be 5 merit list. That is a separate process. This is entirely a separate process. Here you will directly interact with respective national universities. You will fill an application form under this particular category. In that application form, you have to fill your CLAT registration number. You may have to provide your scorecard. They will fetch data from there. Then all the students who have applied, for example, if we are talking in NLU Jodhpur as a sample, so let's say there are 150 students who have applied under NRI category sponsorship in NLU Jodhpur. So they make a merit list of those 150 students with respect to their ranks, and then they'll declare a merit list and they'll ask you to pay the first installment or whatever fees for locking your seat or registration of your seat. Fine. Now this process will go on parallel with the normal CLAT counseling process that you are already doing on the basis of your general ranks. So basically you have to process these 2 processes in a parallel manner. They are independent. Fine. Now, as I said, visit individual NLU website regularly. Separate application for each NLU. It's your choice which NLU you want to apply under this particular category. Go to their website, fill up their form, give their form fees and then wait for their merit list to be declared. Fine. This is again a separate and parallel process. I already told you. You might have 2 NLU in your hand. It might happen that at one point of time you have 2 NLU in your hand. For example, under general category, you are having NLU Patiala. In the NRI category, you are having NLU Jodhpur. Now it's your call which one you want to take or which one you want to quit, or you want to take both the categories till end. Let's see what happens in the final list. In that case, it might happen that you have to pay the double fees, one in NLU Patiala and one in NLU Jodhpur, and then later on you have to ask for the refund. Fine. So this kind of situation might occur in some cases. Not sure about that, but that totally depends when they'll declare this NRI seat, when they'll ask for the fees and all those things. So that is a bit basic dynamic kind of context. Selection, again, whether it's through NRI category rank or whether it's through CLAT general rank, they will be based on the merit only. Fine. There is no bypass or shortcut in these kind of things. There is no other way of getting into NLUs except these rank based system only. Now, a very important part over here, difference between foreign nationals and NRI and sponsored category. Now, foreign national category is basically if you are basically having a foreign citizenship with you yourself. You are not a national of India. You are not an Indian citizen. In that case, you apply for foreign national category. In some colleges, there is for entrance in foreign national category. But again, that is direct application based, that you do not have to give CLAT exam or any exam for that. So we will not talk about these. We are here consider focusing on NRI sponsored category for the people who are Indian citizen. In majority of the cases or almost the cases, they are same. NRI sponsored is just basically naming. For NLUs, this is basically the same category. Again, who can sponsor you? Whichever NLU you want to apply, you go to their site. For example, you want to apply to Jodhpur, go to NLU Jodhpur site. You want to apply for NLU Gandhinagar, go to NLU Gandhinagar site. And then when the notification of application come, they will give you all the details that who can be the sponsor for this particular college, what will be the fees for this particular college, what documents will be required while filling the form, because if you are applying in this particular category, then you have to get some certificate approvals from foreign embassies also. For example, if my uncle is sponsoring me from Canada, so I have to send some document to him. He'll get it print out over there. He'll fill all the details. He'll get it approved from some local authorities or embassies, whatever, and he'll recommend that it should be attested or authorized from that particular department. So he has to go there. He has to get it attested and signed and stamped. Then he will send it back to you, and then you will upload it, the scanned copy, on respective NLU's website. So this is the process that all you have to go through, and then once you have been allotted NLU merit list, he will have to pay do the fee paying formalities. Sorry. Now, many students have this confusion: will I lose my general category rank if I apply through NRI or NRI sponsor category? The answer is no. As I already told you, that these both processes are independent and will work on parallel basis. Fine. Do all colleges have NRI and NRI sponsored drawing? This is another very important question many parents ask to us. Then again, I have already shown you the list, that list of the colleges who are offering NRI category sponsored seats. Documentation which will be required. Now, document is a very important part in this process, and it will take time. So colleges will give you ample time to collect all the relevant document, to get them filled, attached, because here it's not only about you only to fill that form. The person who is sponsoring you sitting in some other country will also have to do a lot of formalities from their end. So you will get enough sufficient time. And what documents are required? Every document will be provided to you on respective NLU site. When they declare the merit list, they will also give you all the drafts of affidavits, forms, declarations, and everything over there. You just have to download them, fill your details in the blanks, ask the sponsor to do their part, and then compile them in one place, and again upload on the portal provided by the respective NLUs, or they can give you an email ID where you have to send them. So again, need not to worry, because everything will be provided in a very descriptive and elaborative manner on the website. But the important point is, if you wish to apply for NRI category ranks, you have to be very attentive and you have to be very aware that when the notification is coming and what's the last date. You see, it's sometime, many a times, many students think that let's wait for consortium counseling get over, then NRI seat might get open. It might have been the scene that NRI category ranks application form had already been started right now, just from the next day of Clat exam or next day of Clat result. So it is done by individual respective NLU. Choose the college where you want to apply for NRI category sponsored seat, and on a weekly basis, or to be on safe side, every third day, open the website of that NLU and see is there any notification regarding application of NRI and what are the deadline and dates for application. We do not wish to take a risk of skipping out or missing out into application of my application into some of the college where I wish to go under this category. Fine. So again, it might happen that there is only 15-day window for application, and if you have lost that, then there is no other way around. You have lost that college. So be very aware, be very attentive, and please shortlist the colleges where you went to apply, because every college will have a separate application and every college will have a separate application fees. So on the basis of your rank, you have to be very practical, rational, select colleges, 2 good colleges, 2 medium colleges, 2 short colleges, like that stuff, 3 or 4 colleges. This is what normally people do. You can go for 5, 6 if you wish to, but normally people apply to 3 or 4 colleges under this particular category in general. So make a list of the colleges, visit their website regularly, read their notification very clearly, then check who can sponsor you. If you have some person under that category who can sponsor you, connect with that person, wait for your merit list to come. Once the merit list come, download all the documents from the website, then fill it up. Whatever document needs to be filled by your sponsor, send it to them, get it filled and stamped from the local authorities over there, compile them, and then do the formalities as and when required by National University. Fine. It might happen, as I told you, that you might have to pay 2 different fees to 2 different colleges. Later you can ask for a refund and all. Refund rules, again, they will also give you all the details regarding refund rules. that if you take refund from up to this date, there will be this much deduction or no deduction, or after this date there will be this much deduction. Again, that will be again a variable part with respect to NLUs. NLU will take their call and they will give you all the details required regarding application, paying fees, refund rules and everything. The same way consortium has the same rules. You have to go through them parallelly in the both the processes. Fine. If you this is all about national universities admission into NRI category ranks. I wish I've been able to cater many doubts that you have in mind regarding this regarding application into this particular category. Important points: whether it's general category admission or NRI category admission, it will be based on merit list only. Number one. Number two, the sponsorer would be with you for next 5 years in terms of payments, account of the payment, as well as currency of the currency in which you have to pay your fees for the 5 years. Fees will be on the higher side, at least 2.5 to 4 times, maybe in some cases to 4 times of the normal fees. Fine. This is one thing sure, that whether you go through general category admission or NRI category admission, once you go into the college, then there is no separate or segregation that this particular student from general and this is from NRI. So this kind of segregation behavior will not be there in NLUs. It's only in the admission process. Rest in class, everyone will be same. Services, facilities, treatment, everything will be same. There is no kind of differential behavior in any respect when you go to NLU under in any category of through general rank or through NRI category rank, but fees will be on a higher side. That would be there. Fine. So this is all from my side under all about NRI and NRI sponsored category ranks. In case if you have any doubt, you can ask your question in the comment box and we'll try to respond as soon as possible to all the relevant queries that you are putting up. Wish you all the best for admission in national universities. Thank you.